I was playing some D2 last night, so it was really good. Yeah, I trust her fine. It's weird because it's like, what's the fastest and easiest way? Since I can't do a leveling roulette, I usually just try to play my bonuses. Oh, and well, and you don't have to worry about doing PvP, but it is a kind of a big part of the game itself. Let me grab some food and direct hit. We'll just do that. Yeah, I wish they would add some bots. Like, did you play Gears 5, Mars? B3, Borderlands 3. Yeah, I hear it's a good game. I hear Borderlands is a good game. It just doesn't have the hook that's going to pull me in. So Gears 5 had the like PvP mode that was just players versus the AI, and I loved it because it was a great way to kind of break the ice. It was a great way to just go in and play and then not have to sit here and like it was a really kind of a low stress environment. Like the bots, they would try to balance it so it was slight challenge, but it wasn't like you're just going in and getting destroyed. And it's a good way to kind of, you get experience, you farm up like progress because it counted. It gave you XP, it gave you progress, and I was like, gosh, I wish more games would do this. Wish more games would do this. Ba, ba, ba. I like that I can have an AoE rotation. Oh, Gambit's good. We were. Are you on PC or are you on console, Mars? Because we were playing last night on PC, and we had we actually did custom PvP games, and then we did custom Gambit. So you can make your own Gambit games, which is amazing. And so that ended up being just a ton of fun. Okay, you're on PS4. Yeah, gosh, I really want them to bring crossplay, at least from a PvP perspective for Destiny 2, because we've got a lot of players like in the guild that are just on PS4, PC, Xbox, soon to be Stadia. Hey, what's going on, Soul? How goes it? Are we pulling big? Oh, we're pulling big. I wish my thunder had a dot to it. Aru! 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 Alright. Oh, yeah, let's go away from you. Nice, dude. Yeah, if you had a good time with 1 and you had a good time with 2, I think you're going to enjoy 3. That was kind of my complaint, though, with it. Like, my concern is like, all right, is it enough? From a streaming perspective, like, are you going to still see tons of people playing it, after a period of time? And, I mean, we saw a huge drop-off, but I don't know, like, how that's going to ultimately balance itself out. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna test it out on Stadia here in a month. Is it a month? Yeah, it's not that long till Stadia comes out. Should have just stayed in. The 60 frames versus or 60 uncapped versus the 30, absolutely. It's so noticeable. It's just unbelievably good. What's on heels? A couple changes. I'll bring it in. So Red Mage now has kind of an AoE rotation with Ver Thunder and Ver Arrow 2 version, and so once again sticking with the confusing naming conventions for spells. Yeah, that's what I feel. They have a further combo as a part of their rotation. So it feels very straight up. It's like they're not. The same thing kind of with Black Mage. It's like, okay, yeah, oh, this feels like Black Mage. And so I haven't, like, my experience with Black Mage prior, I haven't actually played it since, I haven't leveled that up because people voted for the red, and I think Chris drafted the Black Mage, but they were going to kind of break with that plan a little bit, and I'm going to work on White Mage next. Oh, you mean after the first Eden raids? Oh, so no, do they buff it a little bit? I know that they talked about Summoner, Samurai, and Ninja getting some adjustments with 5.1. So we haven't seen too much. Too many adjustments, personally. But yeah, that makes sense, because I was like, well, I mean, I like the AoE rotation, but I kind of, in some way, wish it was kind of visible on the combo, aspect of it all. But maybe that's just me, because I have to look for the icon for dual cast. Like it's a random complaint. Not really a complaint. Just there we go. Could have done one more. Nope. Can I get it off? Yeah. Got my dual cast. I'm below 70. What am I doing? There you are. Wasting XP. Okay. Oh. I'm all the way over here. So when people say something is open, isn't that something you'd want or know? OP, gotcha. I completely agree. I think it's usually in context to say if it's not your main, that yeah, it's like you want to kind of fix because it kind of devalues your main in some respects. There are some times where it could be so OP, so powerful that you actually feel bad for other ideas, right? So traditionally, where it's like you could end up seeing somebody kind of rooting for their own disinterest or their own, like they're not rooting for their self-interest, right? And this is just a natural occurrence that happens from time to time outside of video games as well. But it's like, wait a minute, like how can we have a better experience? And it's that, maybe it's not that everybody's running around as a red mage. Maz, welcome to the workforce. Thanks for hitting that follow button. Yeah, it's going to be in degrees. I don't know. I'm not the tank, so. Yeah, I guess it just really depends on who the point of view of the individual, because it's, and also how powerful is it. Because it's like if a red mage was rocking in here just one-shotting everything, at some point you're like, it's a little too OP, which is fun for a short period of time. It's fun to feel powerful, but then all of a sudden, if the game provides no value, then everything loses its flavor. But that, I don't think that's the extreme in which that typically we see OP being used in reference to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm sure that there might be people who do that though. Oh, get over here. I do see how easy it is as a DPS to get completely locked into your rotation and not be aware of what the heck's going on. Yeah, no, I don't think. I think I wouldn't say that they're objectively broken. I think when you look at maybe the ideal or what you're wanting and how you want it to kind of play. There we go. Good job, guys. That was a nice smooth win. Like for me, when I go and I play Machinist versus Summoner, like Machinist just feels just way better. And it kind of fulfills some of what I would like to actually see as a part of the Summoner. And so ultimately, like that's where I'm ultimately sitting here like, yeah, I'd love to see some adjustments to the Summoner. I'd love to see something like that, if that makes any kind of sense. Oh, move. Red Mage is fun though. Like Red Mage is fun. So it's like what I wouldn't want some kind of Machinist level changes to them, right? You know? But yeah, Machinist just felt so good. Bard feels slow and clunky. Yeah, I still have quite a few battle classes to do. I think back in Stormblood, I was much further along in my battle classes. This has just been a... Once I kind of get done with tanks and healers, and that was a part of the draft. Like I got all the tanks, healers, and casters done last time pretty quickly. I think by this point, and so I think that's why, like when I look at it, and the fact that Chris hasn't put out his warrior guide or his gunbreaker guide yet, I think that's why when people are asking for White Mage, I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and deliver that. Because I'm assuming I'll probably be able to get White Mage knocked out pretty quickly. And then the question is then do I Astro, or then do I Ninja, or then do I, you know. But that's where I usually do the polls. I wish I had a pass all, or I wish this gear offered some kind of value. I wish you could sell the gear on the markets, you know, like especially if it wasn't current expansion. That'd be, I think, a really nice, adjustment, because then you can, and then you give crafters the ability to enhance that gear, just for like people who really kind of want that look and feel. But regardless, then you don't have to go run a certain dungeon over and over again if you're looking for a certain kind of look. you could be like, wow, let me just purchase it. Or you can go run it if you're looking for a specific look. Oh no! Oh no! We are fighting now. Oh, I'm hard casting. Somebody silence it. I get far enough away. Yep, far enough away. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Sweet. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, like it would be really cool if there was both, like a real, like the kind of a, like a normal mainstream job version, and like a limited version of all the jobs, where like with Summoner, with Red Mage, like it's like, okay, cool, like here's how, like in limited form they play out. You know, I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing around with Phantasy Star Online 2 here. In a couple months. Oh no. Get the cast off. Yeah. Nope, we're not gonna hard cast that. I think I messed up the combo there, didn't it? Morbid retreats. Machinist in Shadowbringers is amazing. But it killed me in Stormblood. I just was like, oh god, like this is the worst. And the way that they redesigned it in Shadowbringers is just so good. Reminds me of Final Fantasy VII's Edgar. Like if you got, oh, not 7, 6. Edgar from Final Fantasy 6. So good. Something. Yeah, man, freaking 5-1 is not that far away, guys. It's gonna be good. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I like that you have your turret is just like a part of it, and then you can turn it into your queen, which is just the best. Oh, I love it when people limit break and I don't have to, especially as a caster. All right, let's get a little bit more white. There we go. Make it look good. Yeah, boom, baby.